Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was busy with something, but either way, oh, that is very unfortunate. Turnover on downs from Miami. It was caught, but it was unfortunately RNG not in their favor. And just like that, 83M33. I'm just gonna call him 83 for the touchdown. I mean, things aren't going any better. Things aren't going any better for the Patriots. And I mean that in a good way, not a bad way. Let's not get it twisted. Oh. Oh, sorry. I was streaming something else. Here, hold on. Let me mute myself real quick. Boom. But either way, it's going to be returned by God first. I don't know why he paused there. That's going to lose him a good chunk of yards, but thankfully, doesn't really lose too much out of it. But definitely a missed opportunity there to gain more than what he could have. But either way, BBH Leluc is going to end up and just a tad bit overthrown on that streak. And so far, oh, okay, FWK8 or FWKB is going to get the VC play on the left side. Or it might have been like a hitch or something. But either way, BBH or Leluc, whatever you want to call him. And he's going to try to aim for the fold, but it is going to be intercepted by A2 Ways, denying the play and making another fourth down. I mean, obviously the interception was incomplete, but this could be a very huge fourth down for New England. The same as last drive. If they're just able to convert on a first down here, New England isn't exactly making this easy for him. And he's going to get sacked for a safety. That is the worst case scenario. I mean, that could not be any worse for Miami. And just like that, New England just has a massive advantage. I mean, keep in mind, this has massive playoff implications because this could be a fight for the number 1 seed. Especially if Miami is somehow able to pull the upset and beat New England. But right now, this isn't really getting any easier for them after that safety. But either way, it's going to be a turnover. Somehow intercepted by CJ. Is it CFJ? Oh, Sex. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the entire play there because I was distracted with something else. But CFJ gonna end up recovering the fumble. That is a huge turnover for Miami. And just like that, Miami is just nearly in the red zone. I mean, this could not be any better of field position for Miami. This is as good as they can get. And unfortunately, that throw could have been a lot better, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna criticize too much. I'm not the one playing after all. But either way, Leluc James, or Leluc. I keep so used to calling him Leluc James. He changed his username, but either way, Leluc gonna find a split up the middle somehow from the defensive ends, but he doesn't have all the time in the world, and he's gonna try to find BBH0, and that's a touchdown to hopefully even up this game for Miami. Unfortunately, thanks to that safety, they don't really have an opportunity to tie it. However, that will give them one step closer to hopefully beating beating New England. My bad. Thankfully, my ping is not doing terribly right now, so that's really good. The kick will be no good, so I guess New England would be winning with or without the safety. I mean, somehow this has just been looking pretty good so far for New England, I will admit. But either way, I mean, A2 Ways is going to have to find a way to maybe extend their lead, but we will see on that. Oh, and it's going to be a walk to Cat Lover. I've seen a little bit of walks every now and again from certain teams. For now, it is going to be a 7v8 at the moment from what I'm looking at. I don't really know what happened to the 8th player on New England, but either way. It's going to be an overthrown pass to the fold, though, for the first down. And here we go, A2 ways. Going to be looking around here. I mean, there isn't too many options he has at the moment. He's searching, and he looks like he's going to try to find the left fold. Thankfully, he's somehow able to catch it. 83M. I mean, that's a pretty good catch there. That definitely could have been intercepted. And Cat Lover gonna dive in for the touchdown last second before getting tackled. And now New England continues to extend their lead to a 9-point game. 10 if they make this extra point. Here we go. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Unfortunately, it is going to be blocked. But Miami does have a chance to take this game, hopefully take this game back. And here we go, Leluc. I was going to give it to FWKB. He's going to have a bit of blocking support from his teammates. And just because of that, he is going to get a first down and more off of that. So far, Miami with a good start. Oh, sorry. So far, Miami with a good start this drive. But let's see if New England can cool them off just a little bit. It's going to be the IG Quantuan? What the heck is that? Some of these names are like really weird to pronounce, but it's not like that hard. It's just really awkward to pronounce. But either way, gonna look for the streak on the left side. Unfortunately, that is going to force a massive 3 and out. And there we go. That's going to be a punt. That's a huge stop there from New England. And it will just be immediate tackle there. I don't hate the punt here because that was a pretty short punt, but I think it could have been a little bit longer, but I don't hate the punt. What in the world was that dive? Yeah, that pass was nowhere going to be near you, man. I don't really get the dive, but either way, I guess he was just praying he misses it, but even then, can't really expect that in these kind of games. But either way, Jay, going to get a pass there. I think it looked like a check down, but I could be wrong. And so far, A2 Ways has done pretty decent at quarterback so far. Definitely a very stellar performance, if I do say so myself, to put it lightly. Unfortunately, that's just a incredibly questionable pass at best. And just like that, IQ Quantuan gonna get the interception there, completely baiting A2 Ways into throwing that streak that was supposedly wide open, but was quickly denied. BBH Luke is gonna find a split up the middle, and he's just gonna take it and run himself. Doesn't exactly get much out of it, but that will be the end of the first quarter. So far, this has been pretty impressive for both teams here. And now, all right, let's see what Leluc now has in store for a 3rd and 5. He is going to give it to BBH 0 on the streak, and that will be good for a 28-yard gain. So far, they have not really been allowing much here. Or New England has been pretty good at being a bend don't break defense. And that does show a little bit. FWKB just couldn't quite get it in because I think the quarterback had to throw a little too out of bounds. But and he's gonna get sacked. Luke James just thought he had more time than what was given to him, and unfortunately, he's gonna have to take a sack for that. I mean, so far, BBH Luke has been playing pretty okay outside of a couple of sacks. But let's see if he can get something going on a 3rd and 39. That is going to be a catch. Will that be a first? No, it is not. It is just short. It's inches. It is an 8v8, so he can run. But it looks like they are going to try to deny him that. And it looks like it's going to be... Okay, I was not expecting an interception there. That was just really clean play there by Cat Lover. Just completely diving and getting an interception. That could have been a touchdown right there. So that was a very huge play by Cat Lover. I can't really say much more than that. I just had no words. But either way, A2 Ways, he's looking for something big here, and he's going to try to find the left fold, but just a tad bit overthrown. So far, A2 Ways was on the verge of getting sacked. It's a 2v1, and thankfully they do end up winning it. It was definitely a 2-3 chance of a Patriots player catching it. Thankfully, the odds were in their favor that time. And here we go. And Cat Lover gonna get a catch there. What an absolute fit by A2 Ways. Straight into Cat Lover's hands on the streak. I mean, so far this has just been very clean play from New England. I mean, there's a reason why this team is one of the top contenders at a championship. I mean, again, this is not any disrespect to Miami, but because they're also a really good team as well. But so far, you can kind of notice the gap between the number 1 and 2 seed at the moment in their conference. Either way, BBH0 gonna unfortunately not get too much on that kick return. But let's see if Luke James can maybe try for a comeback here. I mean, things have been looking pretty grim, but IG Quan Swan is going to end up getting a first down. Right, here we go. Luke trying to look around here. He's going to try to find the full on the streak on the FWKB. He is going to end up reeling it in. That has been a very common thing for Miami to do at times so far this game. But, I mean, where will he go? He's going to try to aim for the streak, but unfortunately it gets popped, and that's going to be incomplete. That definitely could have been very huge for Miami if they completed it. They have not been super lucky with these pops, though. But God First is going to get the LS on the left side. But here we go. We got a 3rd and 7. It would definitely be ideal if they're able to convert a first down here. Unfortunately, the quarterback threw it a little too far out of bounds for a chest pass. And just like that, it's going to be a field goal. I don't really understand the logic behind that, but all right, I'll respect it. And the kick is good, so it will be 15-27 with New England still in the lead. One thing that both teams definitely should consider, though, is the second half, because it depends on who gets the ball at the second half. I believe it's Miami, but I could be wrong on that. Oh no. And that's just an easy interception by BBH0. Just completely overthrew the fold. I don't exactly know what he was trying to aim for there. Was it maybe he cut last second? I have no real clue. Or maybe it was just a straight up overthrow. I don't exactly know the logic behind it to throw it that high, but either way, that is a huge mistake from New England. But so far, this has mostly been Miami, but I have seen Miami do pull some pretty good stuff though. I've seen some great things from Miami though, so I'm not going to say it's all New England because Miami is definitely holding their own, but either way, FWKB is going to get the fold on the left side. Gonna juke a couple defenders. Unfortunately, is going to get caught in the middle of it, but either way, it will be Leluc hoping to at least make this a one-scoring game if they can get there. But so far, I don't think New England's defense has been super easy on it, but thankfully, IG Quan is going to get another first down. And now it is a first and goal. If there's any better time to score for Miami, it would definitely be now. And he's going to take it up the middle and run. Unfortunately, could not get the dive out in time for extra yards. But that is going to put New England on high alert for the run. Since it is an 8v8. But either way, BBH. Leluc is going to get sacked. He was looking for a run there, but unfortunately, very hard to run into a triple rush in that situation. Again, was just completely caught off guard, thinking it was a double rush. Fortunately, that couldn't have been further from the truth. And it looks like it was going to be a toss-up on a 2v1 last second, and God First is going to be the one to pull up with it. I mean, so far, this has been pretty great execution so far on the last set of drives for Miami. I wouldn't be too hard on the New England defender, though. That was definitely a 1v2. That was very difficult to win. But either way, A2 ways is going to look for a fold on Cat Lover. Unfortunately, thanks to that dive, that is going to put them a bit shorter. Or it is going to be a bit of a shorter gain, but I think they'll definitely take that over an interception, considering the last couple drives. But Warstar going to get the LS there. Sorry, on the right side. But so far, this has been looking pretty good for New England so far. Uh-oh, and he's looking for a streak to, and it's going to be intercepted, unfortunately, for New England. And just like that, Miami has a chance to take the lead so far this game. If they can score here with a touchdown, Miami will take the lead. So far, this has been a back and forth game from the looks of it. I can't really tell who has the win at this point. But BBH Leluc gonna try the streak there to FWKB, and he is gonna get a 20-yard gain right before spin moving out of bounds. And keep in mind, though, Miami does have 30 seconds. They don't have all the time in the world, but they do have 2 timeouts to help with it, just a little bit. And it looks like he's going to try another streak there. Cat Lover missed, and BBH0 is going to get tackled at around the 17-yard line. And a timeout is going to be called by Leluc, or for Miami, and that is going to end up buying them some time. I mean, maybe in that 10 seconds, they could probably come up with some kind of strategy to hopefully score with allowing as little time as possible for New England to score right back. And it's going to be to IQ Quan Tuan. Going to be good for about 9 yards there. They do have plenty of time, though. I mean, with. Okay, they did call a timeout a little bit late there. I don't know if I agree with the timeout there, but I do understand that you definitely want to savor as much time on the clock as you can. But that does put a lot of pressure on New England here. I mean, again, this is a 2nd and 5. This may as well be a touchdown or nothing. I mean, anything shorter than that is going to help them in the halftime, but. Oh no, it's going to be San 13 reading the walk. Oh man, that is a. I mean, that's just a crazy read by San 13 there. What a absolute read. I mean, I don't really know if he was actually reading it. I think he might have. I think he was just trying to jump over the defensive end. I mean, I guess we'll never know, but I do wonder if that was actually like a planned read or if he just like was trying to jump the defensive end. That's a crazy play either way, though. I'm not gonna give. I'm not gonna take away any credit from San 13, but that's a huge play that could have ended up losing their lead. And just like that, it's going to be a toss-up, but it's just a tad bit short. And it's going to be popped, so I guess it didn't really matter. But man, that easily could have blew their lead if they ended up letting that score. Oh, Cat Lovers Jamerl? Oh. BBH Luke is going to give it to FWKB on the VC play, and Miami will be ended up getting this ball in the second half. I forgot to mention that. But either way, this is a huge second chance here to hopefully take the lead for real this time, and IG Quan Tuan is going to get a 20-yard gain out of that. I mean, so far this has been pretty back and forth between these teams. I mean, I can never really tell who has the upper hand half of the time because of just how back and forth it has been. Like, I mean, first off, you think Miami's gonna take the lead? No, England's probably gonna keep it. It's been pretty close overall. Oh no! Oh, that could have been really bad there. Luke was trying to greed for the run up the middle, but got fumbled. But thankfully, IG Quan Tuan makes the huge save there. Oh, and that's not the play you want to make there if you're Luke. He had an open split up the middle, but unfortunately tried to hurdle a guy and greeted. And that costed him a sack and a potential touchdown. But maybe they can at least settle for 3 points, and they will. So it will be a 2-point game. I mean, that's better than nothing. I do like that field goals are a little bit more prevalent this game compared to other Roblox games. Although it does kind of, that is mostly because like, you're kind of forced to do field goals and those kind of ranges, but they're nice. They're nice to have. So I'm not going to hate it. But either way, Icy Nicky is going to get the play on the out route. So far, things have been pretty okay. Oh, that was a check down. I guess it was an out route too. I guess depends on how you look at it. But either way, Jay is going to be the quarterback for New England, but unfortunately throws an overthrown pass to BBH0. Nobody was there except for him. I mean, it was just a little bit overthrown, but I mean, that's just very good play there for IG Quan Tuan. I mean, that could have not been any more aimed right at him. But either way, speaking of IG Quan Tuan, he is going to get an LS pass there for 10 yards. So far, this is Miami's chance to take the lead for real. Hopefully, third time's the charm, right? But either way, Leluc going to be checking his options here. Is going to try a risky pass on the left fold, but Warstar completely reads it. And that's going to be an interception. I mean, so far, Leluc. I mean, so far, both of quarterbacks of both teams have not been playing crazy right now. I mean, nothing too crazy about it, but either way, A2 ways. Uh-oh, and that's another toss-up. And it is going to be caught by great power. That could have definitely been 50-50. Thankfully, A2 ways was able to get away with it. But either way, A2 ways going to be pushed up a little bit in the back, but the other defensive end does open up some room for him to run it. Unfortunately, holds on to it for just a little bit longer than he should, and he is going to get sacked for 8 yards. Definitely not ideal if you're A2 ways here, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a streak to great power, and that's just going to provide a first down almost easily. Like way too easily. And it's going to be Cat Lover on the walk. Going to be good for 9 yards. And here we go. A2 ways. I mean, he's been playing pretty good so far. He's going to try a fade. Unfortunately, couldn't find it. I mean, so far this has been pretty back and forth from both teams offensively and defensively. But let's see. Can New England get this? And it's going to give it to Cat Lover on the streak. And that is a touchdown for New England. And this is an 8-point game, ladies and gentlemen. This game is still going. Yeah, either way, it's been looking pretty good so far. All things considered. Oh, uh-oh. No, not the lag again. My ping is not even... Oh, what the heck? My ping is 5,000? Uh-oh. I swear to you, my internet is not bad here. Okay, I think my ping is back to normal. I don't really know what happened. It just spiked out of nowhere, but it's okay. CFJ, though, somehow doesn't get tackled there on that play. That's very surprising. Yeah, I don't know why it randomly spiked, but either way, BBH Leluc, where's he gonna look? He's gonna look for the two people running a fold. I don't really know why they were cloning each other, but either way, both of them were wide open, so who cares? Are they doing like synchronized route running? Is that a thing? Is that a thing in this league, or are they just cloning each other? I have no idea. But either way, FWKB is going to get the fold on left side once again. And right now, Miami's just trying to find a way to close this game or secure a lead right now. So far, their attempts have been nothing. But thankfully, IG Quantuan does end up getting a touchdown. Exactly what Miami needed to stay into this game. And so far, this has been really good. I mean, we do have to kind of admit both of these teams have been pretty good so far. I mean, I know maybe not score-wise. I mean, offensively, they've definitely been on the better end compared to defense, but so far there has been pretty key plays on both ends. I can give them a win or a loss, but either way, Jay, it's going to be backed up quite a bit here. Doesn't have all the time in the world, but Oh no, not the lag. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Well, this sucks. Okay, well, what in the world is happening to my internet, man? My internet speed is not the problem here. I don't really know what's going on. Like, it was fine a moment ago. It's moving slowly. It's moving slowly. Okay, I thought it was my Specta camera, but no, it's just malfunctioning. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that, chat. I have no idea what's happening with this server. I tested my internet speed yesterday. It's fine, okay? Don't blame my internet for this. Like, I had the same problem, I think, like 1 to 2 days ago. It's not really me. It's probably just the servers or something. That's probably going to be intentional grounding, though. Yeah, I don't really know what Leluc was looking for there. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening with this game. Like, it just kind of summoned a massive lag spike out of nowhere. But either way, it's going to be intercepted by great power. Unfortunately, it was just thrown a bit too short. And oh my goodness, dude, Miami just can't seem to find a way to secure a lead against New England right now. I mean, it's just been neck and neck, but New England has just been getting the edge on Miami. I mean, there's nothing really. I mean, right now they need to find a way to close this lead. Oh, and there's going to be a little trick play action here. I don't know why there's no rushers on him. That's a little odd, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a deep pass here. Is that going to be a fit? Yes, it is, to great power. 83 yards. I mean, that definitely wasn't better executed right there. I mean, that was definitely a massive error from Miami. Just completely just letting him have all the time in the world. I don't know why you don't have any rushers there to even like remotely contest him. That's just a dumb move on Miami's part more than anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was a good play by New England. I mean, they capitalized on what they did, but I don't know why you never. I don't know why you just leave him uncontested like that. Like just with all the time in the world to throw it. I mean, that's kind of the problem. What I've seen with a lot of defenses is that they just give the quarterback way too much time, where it doesn't really matter how many people are in coverage. Like all the quarterback has to do is just sit there and wait until someone is wide open or sees something they like. Like it's almost like milking in a way. It's like I guess unintentional milking, but yeah. I mean, so far BBH and Luke. I mean, is hoping to at least make this game a bit closer. So far, they've had plenty of struggles just taking the lead here. Thankfully, Envy Lux is able to get a pass here for a completion. Able to still continue making this a first down. And now BBH Luke is going to find a full IG Quan Swan. And it's going to be a dive, but unfortunately is not able to get a first down here. Going to be about a second in inches. New England's defensive ends are playing inside for a potential run. And they aren't going to give it to him. However, oh no, IG Quan Swan able to catch the full but fumbles, and 83M going to recover it instead. That is a terribly unlucky fumble from IG Quan Swan. I mean, I mean, as much as I criticize Miami's execution on certain things, I can't really deny that that was definitely on the unlucky end for New England. But either way, oh my goodness, why are these two folds wide open? God first able to make the hit stick though. But either way, Jay is gonna find a lane and take it himself. Unfortunately, he does fumble, but that is gonna be out of bounds for a 7-yard gain. A bit luckier on Jay's part, thankfully, since he was out of bounds. Unfortunately, God first able to come up with the interception on the out route. I think the pass was intended to Icy Nicky there. Unfortunately, the ball was just a little bit misplaced on the throw, and God first able to capitalize on it immediately. And here we go, Luke, with a chance to at least make this game a bit closer, is going to find IG Quantuan once again on the fold, and he is just going to dive straight up. And just like that, that will be a 31 yards. And now Luke going to find IG Quantuan on the walk from, or was it an LS or a walk? I think it was an LS. But either way, I mean, so far, IG Quantuan has definitely pulled his weight for Miami, but will it be enough to win? I guess we're going to find out. Just the ball was a little bit misplaced, but I think it was definitely catchable for IG Quantuan, but that definitely was a missed opportunity there for a touchdown. But here we go, BBH Luke is going to try to read the walk there, not going to get it. IG Quantuan, though, is going to get a fold on the right side. And just like that, Miami with a chance to hopefully get a touchdown here. I mean, it is about almost a 1st and goal. And it's going to be caught by MV Lux on the walk. Or I guess a streak, walk, whatever you want to call it, really. But either way, it will be a touchdown for Miami. And if I recall correctly, since it is the 4th quarter, they can go for a 2-point conversion. Don't ask how that works. But either way, or why that works. But either way, BBH Luke, it's not a game thing. It's just a league rules thing. You can still go for 2 anywhere in the game. But either way, though, onside kick will be made for Miami. And here we go. It's going to be recovered by BBH Luke. And just like that, Miami can take the lead here. That is a very fortunate onside kick that ended up in their favor. I think New England might be choking this lead now, but Miami has kind of choked away their chance to take the lead at times. And this game is definitely not an exception to that. Okay, I don't know if I'd say that, but either way, they have definitely failed to take the lead multiple times. So, I mean, it is up to this Miami offense to hopefully change that starting this drive, because who knows if they're going to get another shot. But either way, BBH 0 going to dive in the end zone on the LS play. And it's going to be good for 8 yards and a 1st down. This will be good. All right, here we go. Luke James. I mean, there's a lot of options he can go to. He's going to try the fold. Somehow going to give it to CFJ. I'm surprised that was not an interception there. That definitely was about to be. But thankfully, just is quickly able to bring it in. And now BBH 0 going to get the LS passes, the same as last time. And just like that, here we go. They're at the 19-yard line. This is more than doable. And now Luke gonna try the streak here to BBH 0. And just like that, that is a touchdown. And it's the gambler dance. A very rare emote. I think only like 200 and something have it. But either way, not only that, but Miami takes the lead with 5 points, but they can make it a 7-point lead if they get this 2-point conversion. And it's going to be a quick fade to BBH0. Just left him completely wide open. And just like that, this game is becoming winnable for Miami. But they need one stop to prevent New England from scoring here. They just need one more stop. Apparently someone's lagging. That is not a good time. You want to lag here if you're Miami. Jay could pass it anywhere, and it looks like he's going to try to find the end of the end zone for a toss-up, and he's going to get caught by Cat Lover. However, it's not entirely over for Miami. I mean, that was just very bad positioning from the Miami defense. I don't know why they left them just completely wide open with no one to really contest it, or contest it easily at least. And now it's going to be A2 ways with a 2-point conversion that could potentially win them the game. And it looks like it's going to be another toss-up. I don't know if that's a smart idea, but we're going to find out. Unfortunately, he did catch it. It was caught by Cat Lover, but unfortunately cannot get in the end zone. And now it's going to be an onside kick. This could be New England's chance to potentially get the lead, and they will. Well, they do get the onside kick, I mean, not the lead. It isn't over yet. But that is very huge. 83M is going to get the onside kick. Okay, so the thing about this situation is that it is now a 7v3. That is not exactly ideal here if you are Miami, and it looks like they're going to be fully prepared. Oh, and Jay's going to take it off and run. No one's there to contest him. I don't really know why you don't put at least one rusher there, but either way. Oh my gosh, he's just gonna find another lane. Why not? I mean, so far, Miami has just not really done a good job contesting him. Why are you playing on the left side? Okay, they are gonna contest the run, but unfortunately, that is gonna open up the toss a bit better. 2 defenders are gonna miss from Miami. 83M. I don't know why you run backwards there. That just seems like a troll move to do. But either way, Jay is going to look. Wait, can they even run? Wait, they can't run. Wait, they can't run. Yeah, I just noticed. It's a 7v. Yeah, it's a 7v3. It's a 7v8. They can't run. But either way, the ref's blind, I guess. But it will be an incomplete. I mean, that puts it in an interesting situation now. And it's going to be caught, and that will be a touchdown. Ref or no ref, 83M is going to end up getting the toss there. Yeah, they can't run on a 7v8. I think New England might have gotten away with that multiple times. And it is going to be the 2-point conversion being good, so that definitely puts them in a very bad situation for Miami. I mean, they were just 2 of them were just AFK for no reason. Yeah, I don't know why Miami didn't call that out. I mean, that's a very crucial mistake for Miami there. I don't really know why you wouldn't. Wait, do they have 6 now? Oh, no, they don't. They just have an AFK that I couldn't see. But yeah, that is not the time to be AFK, though. FWKB is going to get a catch there. Okay, it is going to be called timeout by Luke with only 6 seconds left. Not exactly ideal here. Why do y'all have 6? Why do they have 6? Do they have six or one just AFK? Okay, apparently one just AFK. It's a 6v something. It is gonna be popped, and just like that, the game is over. Miami chokes. Just completely chokes, not even just a little bit. I mean, the game probably should have been over by now because it was a 6. You can't really allow 6 players, but either way, I guess I can show the stats. Why not? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know what in the world that game was. I mean, to be fair though, they also are running on a force, so I feel like I'm more concerned with that than anything else. Like, because that definitely could have changed the game, but whoop-de-doo. But either way, though, that was a very interesting game. I don't really know what is going to become of this result because you know how results change instantly. But yeah, either way, though, for now the Patriots, New England wins unless said otherwise. Streamer got DDoS. Yeah, that's probably what happened. But either way, though, until that happens, you can stay tuned in CFL. The league will be in the league Discord server will be in the description for more details in case Patriot or New England may or may not receive an FL or if this will stay. But until then, thank you guys for watching the game, and I will see you guys next time. Wahoo! Oh, dude, that was crazy. Crazy game. Crazy game.